Here's the top stories for September 18th. Senate panel cites Curlee Discaya and Henry Alcantara in contempt. Vice President Sara doubts D's credibility as new House Speaker. Secretary Dizon reports that the DPWH discovers more than 100 ghost and very substandard projects. The Philippines losing trillions to anomalous flood control projects, according to Dizon. Nando could reach super typhoon category near Northern Luzon, according to PAGASA. Contractor Pacifico Curlee Discaya and former Bulletin 1st District Engineering Office head Henry Alcantara were cited in contempt for lying on Thursday, September 18th, by the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, probing the anomalous flood control projects in the country. Discaya was the first to be cited in contempt for the inconsistencies regarding the absence of his wife during the hearing, Sara Discaya. He initially stated that she did not attend due to valid reasons, citing her heart condition. But this was different from the excuse letter she sent to the committee, read by Senate President pro tempore Ping Lacson. She cited that the reason for her absence from the hearing was that she had an important meeting with her employees to explain the problem that the company is facing now and the effects this has on them. Meanwhile, Alcantara was cited in contempt for lying as well, as he continuously denied any involvement in the anomalous flood control projects in Bulacan, reiterating that his role was to merely sign documents. Vice President Sara Duterte cast doubt on the change of House leadership under Isabela Representative Faustino Bogiedi III, saying that the new House Speaker comes from the inner circle of former Speaker Martin Romualdez and President Marcos. In an interview in Davao City on Thursday, September 18th, the Vice President refused to give her reaction to Romualdez's decision to step down from the House speakership position, but criticized the President for allowing lawmakers to evade accountability by letting them step down from power or leave for abroad. She argued that she knows firsthand D is a close friend of the former Speaker through Isabela Governor Rodito Albano and Isabela Representative Tony Pet Albano. Department of Public Works and Highways Secretary Vince Dizon on Thursday, September 18th, said the agency has received reports of more than 100 ghost and/or very substandard projects across the country in the last 2 weeks. Dizon confirmed this at the continuation of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee's investigation into the anomalous flood control projects, saying the figures cropped up since he assumed post as the DPWH chief. The irregularities, according to Dizon, stretch to as far as La Union, Oriental Mindoro, Nueva Vizcaya, Eastern Samar, and some parts in Mindanao. He also said they have coordinated with the ICI so they can conduct a separate investigation into the anomalous flood control projects. Department of Public Works and Highways Secretary Vince Dizon said on Thursday, September 18, that the government may have lost trillions due to anomalous flood control projects. In his interpellation during the Senate Blue Ribbon hearing on the anomalous flood control projects, Senator Kiko Pangilinan called for relevant government agencies to initiate claims against warranties and performance bonds tied to flood control projects that have failed to deliver on their intended outcomes, particularly in light of the recent widespread flooding that affected several provinces. Pangilinan inquired about the status of the performance bonds and warranties for the substandard projects currently under investigation. This was after Dizon informed the senator that warranty claims had already been initiated against some of the contractors of the anomalous flood control projects, and that these warranties and performance bonds could add up to tens of billions to hundreds of billions of pesos. Earlier, Pangilinan had already urged the government to enforce warranties, penalties, and surety bonds, most of which run for as long as 5 years, from flood control contractors insisting that monetary punishment would be fast and immediate. Tropical depression. Nando tracked slowly over the Philippine Sea Thursday, September 18th, with the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration warning it may intensify into a super typhoon as it moves toward Northern Luzon. In its 11 a.m. bulletin, the agency said the weather disturbance is forecast to move slowly northwestward over the Philippine Sea in the next 48 hours, before turning west-northwestward by Saturday afternoon towards extreme northern Luzon. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.